Let's see if they can do it the same way that they did on Game 1 by BREN Esports.
Yeah. And we're about to enter the land of dawn. This is, as you said, Game 1 between BREN Esports and Cignal Ultra, and I'm quite excited to see how BREN Esports will adjust to their own traps from Game 1, and how Cignal Ultra will try to extend this series into a Game 3. But again, this is looking dark for Cignal Ultra. Game 1 was not good for them, but the hope, the shining light for them right now is Janus on the Lancelot.
Yeah, let's find out if they're still going to have enough in the barrel to take down BREN Esports, as their mid lane is actually looking quite promising. Pretty good long range. They got some counters to the Selena arrows along their side. They're also going to try to prioritize getting the purple buff here on the left.
Yeah,
which is, again, it's a little difficult because there is a Selena, though.
And I feel like BREN Esports is going to protect the purple buff here as Carl TZ is rotating around the bottom side area of the map just now. I feel like it's going to take him a while, though, to reach the purple buff. He's going for a full clear on the bottom side before going top side for the next few camps. So this might just be a quiet game for BREN Esports in the early game so far.
Yeah, BREN Esports definitely. A lot of these are comfort picks already for these guys, so except for maybe Lusty on the Rafaela, that's quite a rare sight. Usually want to see him on really tanky heroes, but they're going to take what they have, and they're going to try to go for a fight here around the area. Few goes in, traps Galore onto that side of the map, and again, they just try to buy time for Carl TZ at this point.
Yeah, and this is a very great Uranus tactic coming in from Rhea here. He knows that the Baksha can't deal with him 1v1, so he's just cutting the lanes early on and now forcing the Baksha to recall early. And this is just massive for Cignal Ultra Warriors, but this just might bite them in the back.
Yep, again, Cignal Ultra, they got some power on Rhea, but can he deal with Free? Let's find out, shall we? As we do see Lancelot on side, Carl TZ. My god, he is absorbing a lot of damage. Misses the last part, the Death Sonata. Could have been bad for Rhea, but Cignal Ultra can get out there relatively safe.
And now Cignal Ultra will be starting this turtle, and this might just be free if BREN Esports doesn't go for the contest. They have low HP on Carl TZ here.
Yeah, and that's going to be the turtle going over the Janus. And like I said, this guy he just does perform very well on that Lancelot.
And it's so hard to steal away an objective from this Lancelot, especially if he goes for the Thorn Rose plus Retribution combo on the turtle. And looking at what they're doing right now, Cignal Ultra looks to be playing this as better than what they did in Game 1. That's already one turtle, and still no kills on the board yet, though. And for BREN Esports, I feel like they're waiting on their power spikes a little bit. And for Cignal Ultra, they have the clock against them. They have to make sure that they go in for the kills early because they're playing a Lancelot.
Absolutely. Again, Lancelot great on the early to mid. Late game, not so much unless you got like a huge item lead, which is very unlikely since you're facing BREN Esports, who is usually good on the macro.
And speaking of being good in macro, that means trying to slow down the game when you have to slow it down, and make it faster if you have to make it faster. And BREN Esports pure control over the macro game here. Being Cignal Ultra Warriors, they have to force things to happen. They need to make sure that if they do make something happen, it succeeds and it doesn't bite them in the back. A 3-man rotation coming in from Cignal Ultra on the top side. The turtle hasn't spawned just yet, but we're already seeing a lot of members grouping up from where the turtle will spawn.
Again, they just don't want to let Janus off alone. That's a big thing here. Carl TZ, oh my god, there you go. First blood going over the BREN Esports on the back of Fuse Selena, which is exactly what Few does for BREN Esports here. Great Selena plays, and we are seeing it over and over again. Jans with a pick up here, possibly for Lusty, but able to flicker out of there the moment's notice.
And that would have been lethal if he didn't have the flicker. But Cignal Ultra right now, they did give off the first blood, and the Selena proved to be lethal. The moment he checked the brush, the Abyssal Arrow was already waiting, and this might just be a free turtle. No, it will be contested.
It's going to be a big contest here for BREN Esports. Janus, though, great on the timing for the Retribution. Carl TZ answers with the kill off the back of Kekedot, though. So they're going to be able to get at least something, and they could even go for the buff and possibly a turret up top.
Yeah, for BREN Esports, I feel like they know. Oh my god.
They gotta go, and right now that's 2 down for BREN Esports. Real quick, Cignal Ultra ahead in the gold, man.
And this is a 2 for 2, or actually 2-2 in the kill score right now, and the Lancelot just found the play that he need, and Janus is now ahead against Carl Teasy, who has 1 death here. Will be getting the outer tier turret in the mid lane as well, and Cignal Ultra, that rotation just gave them a big gold lead, or maybe just a medium amount of gold lead, but this is quite good. This is where they want to be because they're playing the Lancelot.
Yeah, Cignal Ultra getting that very crucial 2K that you have to get against BREN Esports. And they are definitely doing a lot with it. They're exerting a lot of map control right now. Who knows what could happen? Janus with the Thorned Rose will be slowed down there. Catches the majority of the Rhapsody, plus the 1 hit from that Sonata apparently is enough. He's just not tanky enough to hit the tank anymore.
Yeah, after he burned that Thorned Rose and without the presence of the Phantom Execution, he had no way out in that fight. And BREN Esports knew they went in for the kill, burned a lot of abilities, and got rewarded by shutting down the Lancelot in his power spike. Feathered Airstrike though is called.
They do see the guy cancel on the Feathered Airstrike, means that's a turret going down for Cignal Ultra. Inside the base of BREN though, it's a different story. Rhea is just trying to flex some of that tankiness that you get when you do pick up Uranus, and DJ in danger, but will be able to walk on now. There, Rebo does not have the mobility to chase him off.
Man, just a little bit of HP left for the Valier, but a flicker comes in clutch though. That's another kill going to the hands of BREN Esports. Looks like the Granger pick is working for them. More kills than Janus so far, and looks like they're gonna contest this turtle. Finally, this is the 3rd turtle. Might just be a 3-turtle strike from Cignal Ultra.
It's a big pincer move here for BREN Esports. Turtle still goes over to Janus though, as it will be very much zoned out by the rest of Cignal Ultra. The rest of BREN though, they want to get at least something. Gets a stun onto the Forza. Aquaboy is in danger, but not really, as the waves do get cleared up by Imba DJ.
Man, that's a great Searing Torrent. A lot of damage falling down.
Jan's able to make it out there with the Thorned Rose. Just in time, too. That was as close as you can get.
Yeah.
And able to walk out of there.
And I have to point out, the way BREN Esports has been playing around the turtle, I feel like they aren't really trying to contest the turtle away. It's quite obvious that they know that they can almost never steal away the turtle from Cignal Ultra, considering that the Thorned Rose plus the Retribution combo is very high in damage. So they just go for the kills instead. They always just go in, try to damage the one that's most vulnerable in the turtle pit, and eventually get 1 kill for the turtle. It's still a little bit of an exchange, considering that they almost get kills during turtle takes.
Yeah, and Rhea is again once more flexing that Uranus tankiness. Will be slowed down by Flap though. The regen slowed as well by the passive of the Baksha. Everyone's fighting off around the bush area. And Tortoise Vasan's already used up. Means that Cignal Ultra, they can stick around for a few more. They can probably get some more done, but Lusty gonna be able to help clear with the Holy Baptisms as well.
Rebo just staying strong here underneath the turret, and looks like they will go for an engage near the Baksha, but I feel like this is not gonna work out well for Cignal Ultra. The turret is still alive.
Turret's up and running. I don't think they can push anymore. Meanwhile, topside, you got the big minion wave starting to build up, forcing Cignal Ultra to back off there.
And this is very important to take note of. The minion wave in the top side will force Cignal Ultra to give 1 man out, and the Lord or possibly the Turtle will be spawning near the bottom side, and they just have to give it away, and this might be a big 5v5.
This is going to be a big one for sure. Cignal Ultra, they are roaring, they are ready, they want to go for the dive. Rhea in the middle of everything will keep Turtle on the half. Flap Teasy as well, looking for the target. Will be on the back foot. Carl Teasy's quite low. 3 members of Cignal BREN Esports are actually below half, but the kill goes over to BREN still, while the turtle will be taken by Janus. 1 more kill for Carl, that's a triple. Can he get more? Janus is on the chase. Phantom Execute takes down Lusty, and I can't see what's happening right now, but the shutdown is gonna be in place. It's a 1v1, it's a mage fight. Aquaboy gets out on top.
4-4-5 in the favor of Cignal Ultra Warriors. This is the first fight that they've won, and it is massive. Not only did they get 5 kills, but they also got the last turtle of the game. Let's see on how that happened once again in a bit. Maybe we're gonna have another C on that one.
Yeah. And again, you're going to have to watch out for, I think, Rhea, who is the guy to really... It's scary to leave him out and hanging. And Lancelot is going to be just the guy that you have to crowd control, but they can't seem to fight. They can't get a grip on the guy. He's just going left, right, and center. Kills are going over to the Granger, but as you can see, everyone's still waiting on the side just to clean up after everyone's done using their skills.
It's so funny in how this Lancelot found opportunities even without us noticing at all. We were all focused on the Granger, but the Lancelot was getting the same amount of kills, the same amount of damage in, and they just went for it. And that instant replay was brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only $13.99.
So I think that we're gonna see BREN Esports just roaring after that. We still got double buff on the Carl TZ's Granger. And the rest of the squad, they're now on the defensive. After that wipeout that we've just saw, I feel like they took away a big part of the map, pushes the goal lead up to 4,000, which at this point, not really that much, but is still saying something. If they want to keep it up, they want to get ahead of BREN Esports, they cannot let them catch up in terms of economy.
Yeah, 4K is a little bit on the edge here for Cignal Ultra. They do get a little bit of a boost in the next fight, but look at this, Malefic Roar already secured for Carl TZ, and that means he's gonna hurt. He's gonna hit like a truck. But speaking of hitting like a truck, look at that feathered airstrike damage.
Feathered airstrike from Aquaboy, making Flap TZ hurt as well. It's a big problem. Ray on the back foot though. We'll see on the sides, giving BREN Esports a big headache that they need to deal with. Lloyd is already half. Could be big here. Forfew if he can find the stuns. Forward rows already used by Janus. He cannot join the fight anymore. He is very low. Carl TZ picks up Kekedot. This Lord is reset, but does not matter. Waiting for the enhancement, apparently, is the plan for BREN Esports, Rhea.
But look at Rhea on the backside. A lot of the members of Cignal Ultra are low, but BREN Esports as well. Few and Carl TZ are the key members to look at here. They're quite healthy.
Another reset!
Oh no, another reset from the Lord.
I don't know if that was intentional, but BREN Esports, they wasted a lot of time getting that one.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they did get a 1 kill. I feel like that 1 kill made it a little bit worth it. But in terms of time, they did spend a lot of time around that Lord. But none of the teams got the Lord. I feel like that's still better. It's a win-win for both teams. None of us got a game-breaking objective. And we have a little bit of time to just think of the next strategy. Rhea, though, has to stay careful because Rhea was the trigger for that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Rhea's not as tanky as he was 5 minutes ago. And he's starting to feel the hits coming in from BREN Esports' players. Right now, you'll see the Lord is now boxed in by Cignal.
And I have to point out, in that initial Lord fight, Cignal Ultra was winning it until the Phantom or Thorned Rose was forced out of Janus. And the moment the Thorned Rose landed and he went back to the map, that iframe ended, the Lord knocked him up. That was just bad luck coming in from Cignal Ultra. And if no knockup landed on Janus, I feel like that could have been a different story. But BREN Esports, the Lord was in their favor in that fight.
Gotta agree. I feel like if Janus wasn't knocked up in that one, they could have gone for the cleanup. They could have gone for, I think, Carl TZ as well. But because of that, again, they are the ones who got the loss. And again, the resets happened anyway. And Rhea on the bottom while the rest of the team starts to work up on the round area. Oh!
From downtown!
Beautifully done there by Rebo with combo of the Death Sonata. Flap TZ tried to keep him busy, but he's just not that tanky. On the back foot, that's Rhea. He's going for the backstab. He's quite soft though to the members of BREN Esports. That anti-heal really putting a wrench in the works here for the Uranus, but he's able to kite off some of that damage. And now they want to keep going.
Yeah, 1 for 1 right now. Might just be a continuation of that fight, but looks like they won't pull the trigger. Few stepping on a trap might just be lethal, but he is able to dash away. Feathered airstrike, looks like none of it will land. The Lord will be continued by Cignal Ultra. This just might be a big fight. Rock
Oh, Carl Teasy is on the chase. Can't get not quite soft to the hands of a Granger. That's Aquaboy following suit. Cignal Ultra trying to go for the revenge kills, but it will not happen. They're not in position at all. 4 people for BREN Esports around the area. Rebo up close in mid, keeping check of the Cignal Ultra members.
Yeah, Janus is still alive. This just might be a steal if they opt to steal it. We've seen this happen, a 3v5, but Lancelot stealing the Lord, and this just is it. 1/3 HP on the Lord.
And that's going to be a mega kill. Carl Teasy, Lord is low. Janus, can he go for the steal? Apparently not. Carl Teasy secures the Lord in a very crucial moment. 15 minutes in, it's improved Lord, and BREN Esports are barreling down the mid.
And from a gold lead, 4K Cignal Ultra succumbs to the pressure that BREN Esports brought to that Lord area. Not only did they secure 2 kills, but they were able to secure the game-breaking objective as well. They get the Luminous Lord pushing on the top side, and they might just shift this into a bigger map control for BREN Esports. And the more control you have over the map means the more gold you can get as time goes by. 16 minutes inside this game, and BREN Esports is pumping up the pressure.
Absolutely. BREN Esports says behind in gold, it's not a problem. Let's go ahead and beat them to the major objectives. And it definitely worked out for these guys. Getting the turret on the bottom side plus the top side gets them quite even. And it's going to be up to this big team fight whether or not Cignal Ultra is able to defend.
Yeah, and Abyssal Arrow will be key here for BREN Esports. They will be clumped up in this area. They are turtled inside their base. One big Abyssal Arrow coming in from BREN Esports just might end this defense coming in from Cignal Ultra Warriors. But looks like the top side will not fall just yet. The Feathered Airstrike is called, and this just might be one of the final defenses that we might see in this game.
That's the thing about Cignal Ultra. They got some pretty good wave clear on their side, so it probably will not end the game as of yet. But BREN Esports definitely is roaring. They are itching to go for the team fight, looking for Aquaboy, looking for Janus.
Oh, look at the damage though. Imba DJ might be in trouble here, but looks like the Selena isn't too lethal at this time, but the Granger is.
Wow, beautiful pick here by Carl Teasy. The rest of the team, though, trying to see if they can keep Flap TZ alive, but not for long. Jazz on the back foot. He is going for the assassinations. This is going to be close. It's going to be a shutdown instead for both of these guys. And the main carries of both teams are down. Rebo and Lusty, the only ones remain for BREN Esports, though. That's going to be hard pressed to go for the defense.
Yeah, and Rhea still going at it, but I feel like it's going to be hard to dash around or maybe just find targets. But look at the turnaround! Rebo! Kill from the Kagura!
That was unbelievable. We still got 2 members for Cignal. They can keep this fight going no matter what. Buying some time for Jazz to get back on the field. It looks like that will be the engagement for now.
I was about to say that Cignal Ultra, you know, at this point, 18 minutes in, even if the Rhapsody doesn't land, those basic attacks will begin to hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Especially after the dash, they're gonna hurt. Even if the Rhapsody doesn't land, we're already 18 minutes inside the game. If that hit crits, it's gonna make you bleed.
And I think it did. I think it did a little bit. At the same time, it's easy for Janus to dodge these hits just because of the nature of his hero, the Lancelot. So, I don't know. I feel like it's just what happens when you put a Granger against a Lance. Same time, though, there's a big fight happening here. Rhea.
This just might be a big fight for just the purple buff, though. I don't feel like it's worth it. Please don't go in for this one. But the Death Sonata dealing a lot of damage on the backside just might be the Phantom Execution burn. And the Feathered Airstrike will be used defensively. Janus will be walking away. Back in the fight, though. Flap TZ, he will be falling down to that Farsa.
That's Flap TZ down for 50 seconds. Imagine what you can do with that time. Janus is forced to back off, but again, he's not really needed to get those kills onto BREN Esports.
Yeah, and this is very crucial. Good thing that you pointed it. 40 seconds on Janus, or on Flap TZ right now, rather. And the Turtle, or the Lord, rather, will be already up. And Cignal Ultra Warriors, they have the advantage here. They have the opportunity to take this 4v5 and get the Lord.
This Lord is so crucial. They just got to keep their eyes open for those Abyssal Arrows. And they should be good to go. Janus as well, very difficult to contest with, especially The Flap TZ is nowhere to be found. Carl TZ is just double vulnerable here. Extra vulnerable, rather. And Lord, 20%, 30%, HP is low. They're starting to dive in. They start the turn. And Lord gets taken by Rebo! Out of nowhere! Oh my god, Carl TZ will fall! But the rest of BREN Esports gonna be able to get back on and fortify the defense. Lord on their side as well. Kekedot slow. Rebo on the defense. Oh my god! Phil got picked off! That's a big out there! Flap TZ left alone to defend for 40 plus seconds.
This is massive for Cignal Ultra Warriors. They just got 4 kills off of BREN. Yes, BREN Esports was able to steal away the Lord, but they're 4-man down. Cignal Ultra Warriors, they have 5 people pushing mid lane, and this just might be game.
I think that's game. Death timers are very, very high. And I can't believe what I just saw.
Oh my